सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् अज्ञात्वा ते महत्त्वं यदिह निगदितं विश्वनाथ क्षमेथः स्तोत्रं चैतत्सहस्रोत्तरमधिकतरं त्वत्प्रसादाय भूयात् वेधा नारायणीयं श्रुतिषु च जनुषा स्तुत्यता वर्णनेन स्फीतम् लीलावतारैरिदमिह कुरुताम् आयुरारोग्य सौख्यम् आयुरारोग्य सौख्यम्.
Gurupavanapure Hantabhagyam Janana. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. Gajendra Moksha Vrittantam had engaged all of us and brought forth the bhakti that Gajendra had and the ability with which the Gajendra was able to remember what was there in his previous janma. But something very interesting is the Gajendra was holding the Pundarikam in his trunk, and finally when Bhagavan came, released his foot from the jaws of the crocodile and gave every possible comfort to the Gajendra, we need to understand with what force he came and how he accepted the flower. This particular incident also reminds us what happened in Sri Vaikuntha. In Sri Vaikuntham, Bhagavan is always reclining. Andal says, Parkadalul Payyatuyindra Paraman in the Tamil language. So he is very comfortably sleeping. The moment the Gajendra called for help, Adi Moolame, the one who doesn't have a cause, the causeless cause of this entire universe, come and protect me. That time Bhagavan jumped from his serpent couch, dragged Garuda for a certain distance, jumped on Garuda and said, go. Garuda asked, sir, I'll go, but where to? Tell me the drop point. He said, go to that place where my dear child is suffering. Garuda started, and Garuda Vega, it is the highest speed. But Bhagavan was pounding on his head, go fast, go fast. And Garuda said, oh, what has happened to this man? Why is he asking me to go so fast? And as he was about to go there, Bhagavan was reminded of the Sudarshana Chakra and said, Sudarshana, go. But when he looked, there was no Sudarshana. Where is Sudarshana? The Sudarshana had already gone and done its job. So there is Bhagavan's speed. And over the speed of Bhagavan is Sudarshana's speed. So that is why when Acharya says, I will neither salute Bhagavan nor Sudarshana, neither Bhagavan nor his Ayudha, then whom will you salute? He says, I will salute that speed, that concept called speed. Bhagavatas Tvarayai Namaha. That Tvara, that particular speed with which Bhagavan went. So such was his speed. So he went there, massaged the foot of the elephant and then took that particular lotus and held it. Now it is said in our Aitihyam anecdotes by the great Anantarama Dikshitar that when Bhagavan in Guruvayur, Krishna is holding the lotus in his hand, it seems Bhaṭṭatiri quickly peeped and asked, Krishna, you're holding that lotus in your hand? I observe, is it the same lotus that Gajendra presented to you to the other day? To which Bhagavan nodded, yes. So this one particular incident tells about the beautiful, very emotional conversation that Bhaṭṭatiri, the one who writes Nārayaṇīyam for us, had with Bhagavan. That said, we have dealt with one Gajendra, the king, the chief of all elephants who received moksha. There is another Gajendra called Airavata. this Airavata becomes very instrumental for the next Charitram, which we will deal with. Durvasaha sura vanitapta divyamalyam shakraya swayam upadaya tatra bhuyaha Nagendra pratimirudite shashapa shakram kakshantistvaditara devatam shajanam. Durvasaha swayam. Durvasa. This Maharishi is very popular in our scriptures. In fact, in Abhignana Shakuntalam written by Mahakavi Kalidasa, he is the one who curses Shakuntala. Katham pramattaha prathamam kritamiva, says Kalidasa. So here we have Durvasaha Swayam Durvasa. So Durvasa is treated as the very Amsha of Bhagavan Shiva. He is treated as the son of Atri and Anasuya Devi. He is regarded as a person of great Taposhakti. But how does his Taposhakti keep on increasing? To which one of the commentators says by giving Shapam. He is known for pronouncing curses on people. So Durvasaha Swayam Durvasa himself. Upadaya Shakraya. Now, having given to Indra, what did he give? So, it is believed that there was a Vidyadhara Stri. She had gone to Karya Vaikuntham and received the Mala Prasadam, the garland Prasadam of Sri Mahalakshmi. As she was carrying this garland, she saw Durvasa Maharshi. To impress upon him, she said, Maharshi, I have received this Prasadam of Sri Mahalakshmi and I thought this should go to somebody as powerful, effulgent, radiant as you. Please accept this mala. Durvasa accepted and he wanted to give this to someone. That is when he spotted Airavata, the chief of elephants, coming, seated on which was Indra. So he thought he will give it to Indra. Upadaya Shakraya. Thereby Shakra got it. Thereby Indra got it. Sura Vanita Apta Divyamalyam. Sura Vanita. She was an Apsarastri, a beautiful damsel amidst the Devas. Sura Vanita Apta Divyamalyam. So this particular garland was given. Bhuyaha Tatra. Then that garland Nagendra Pratimrudite, that was trampled upon by the king of elephants. This particular Indra said, okay, see, Durvasa Maharshi has come. Airavata, he tapped on Airavata's mastaka, the elephant's mastaka, and said, take that mala, bring that mala. So this elephant took on its trunk, put it on its mastakam and said, Indra, take it. Indra left it on the mastakam. It was very irritating. So the elephant did this way and that way. As it shook its head, that mala fell and that elephant trampled on that mala. Who was seeing this? Durvasa. Who is this Durvasa? Who gave the mala prasadam to Indra? So Durvasa took this as a personal insult. So Bhuyaha Tatra Nagendra Pratimridite. He saw that Pratimridite, it was being trampled. That time Shashapa Shakram Indra Shashapa. He cursed Indra. Tvaditara Devatam Shajanam Kakshantihi. Now, Bhaṭṭatiri wonders. See, I agree, Indra should have been very careful. He could have taken it, kept it on him, then taken it carefully. It's a mala prasadam, but he didn't do it. And over and above that, this Airavata did not have the intent to trample. As such, it trampled. You can give a warning and say you should not behave like this. Instead, Durvasa immediately said, you will lose all your prosperity, you will become old, you will have wrinkles, so on and so forth. There was a list of curses that he gave. Now, Bhaṭṭatiri wonders, see, he is a Maharshi. He should have control over his anger. He should have control over his words. If people like us do mistakes, we are not so much into dhyanam, we don't have that tapobalam. If Durvasa Maharshi starts cursing, how is it possible? To which he researches and finds out, Tvaditara Devatam Shajanam Kakshantihi. When people are born of as aspects of Devatas who have themselves no Sattva Gunam, then the problem is that will get manifested in such forms. So Durvasa carried that anger in him for no reason. Some people will get angry for no reason. See, anger as such is not a bad quality, because Drape Andhasaspate Daridran Nilalohita, says Sri Rudram. But the anger should come at the right point in time to the right person in the right proportion for the right reason. So the way Durvasa reacted, Bhaṭṭatiri says this is why Devatam Shajanam Kakshantihi. How can you expect patience, forbearance that magnanimity, that compassion from such people. So he answers, Kakshantihi tvaditara devatamsha janam. Next he says, Shapena prathita jaretha nirjarendre deveshvapya surajiteshu nishprabheshu sharvadyaha kamalajametya sarvadeva nirvana prabhava samam bhavantamapuhu. He nirvana prabhava, the one who has bestowed moksham, atha nirjarendre. Thereafter, Indra, who used to enjoy perennial youth, perpetual youth. Whenever you see him, you'll feel that he's young. There are some of our friends and family members, even if they turn 40, 50, they will look like 20. But some of us may look, even while we are 20, we will look 40. So, youth looking young. Some people naturally look young. Some people take efforts to look young. In whichever case, Indra, who used to showcase himself as a youth person, youth leader. So, atha nirjarendre, prathita jare shapena. Slowly, his skin started to show wrinkles. And there was an overall old age that one could sense in Indra. Prathita jare shapena, on account of what? On account of the shapam that he received. Deveshu api nishprabheshu, and devoid of all the prowess. Then asura jiteshu satsu, they were vanquished by the asuras. So these devas who lost their youth, who lost their powers, who lost their prosperity, easily were vanquished by the asuras. Asuras were none but half brothers, because these sons of Aditi were called Suras or Devas, headed by Indra. They were Asuras born to Aditi Devi through Kashyapa Prajapati. Father is the same, mothers are different. So the Asuras came and they said, we will own this. They defeated the Devas in a war and they seized it. Asura Jiteshu Sarvadevaha Sharvadyaha. Then at that point in time, all these devas who had lost the war against the asuras, with their lead as Shiva, Sharvadyaha Aitya Kamalajam, they reached Kamalajam. Kamala's lotus, Kamalajam means born of lotus, who's Brahma. Aityam Kamalajam, they reached Brahma. Samam Tena, and along with Brahma. Now imagine, the devas approached Indra. Devas plus Indra approached Shiva. Shiva plus Indra plus Devas approached Brahma. Now Brahma plus Shiva plus Indra plus Devas approached Narayana. So he says, Aitya Kamalajam samam tena apuhu bhavantam. They reached you, Hey Krishna, Hey Paramatma, Hey Bhagavan, Hey Pradhana, ruling deity of Sri Guruvayur Krishna. They all reached you finally. Brahmadhyaihi stutamahima chiram tadanim Pradushan Varadapura Parena Dhamna He Deva Ditija Vidhaya Sandhim Piyusham Parimatha Teti Paryashastvam. He Varada, the one who gives us boons. He Varadarajaswami Tvam Stutamahima Chiram. Your glory was being praised for a very long time. So they say Purusham Purusha Suktena in Bhagavatam. So they describe that Purusha in Purusha Suktam. Brahmadyehi Tadanim. By that Brahma, Shiva and other Devas, Bhagavan was being praised. Pradushan Puraf Parena Dhamna. With that great aura, with that great splendor, with that beautiful radiance, resplendence, you appeared in front of them. Paryashaha iti he devaha, and advised them. See, I've heard your stuti, you have all come for a reason. So he said, he devaha, all you devas, vidhaya sandhim ditija kulaihi. Ditija kulaihi, Diti the mother, Ditija the sons of Diti, the Asuras, Ditija kulaihi, the entire clan of Asuras with them, Vidhaya sandhim, have one coalition, have one pact, have one understanding, get together with them, Parimathata Piyusham, to get that Amritam, which is ambrosia, nectar, do a churning, a manthanam. So he says, Parimathata, matham, manthanam, all this is about churning. Churn the ocean, to get that amritam, because that amritam is only going to release you and relieve you from all the pains that you're all facing. And a lot of other things will come. For that primarily, you need to have a sandhi with the asuras. Were they able to have it? Using which nyaya did they have it? And how did that manthanam take place? All that in the next episode.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते नारायण 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 नारायण